This is Street Smart on the Ground Bus Safety Edition. Real world, hard won lessons, field tested from years of living and volunteering and traveling through the developing world. No theory, no fluff, just actionable, real content you can put into effect immediately. Today, bus safety, episode number 4. We'll be talking about bus terminals, how to navigate them, and avoid scams, stay out of trouble. Episode 1 was about why buses are so popular in the developing world. Episode 2, in answer to a viewer question, what if you're being scammed on a bus and you have reason to believe that the driver is complicit? What do you do? Episode 3 was an update on night buses. I hadn't taken one for a long time and had a recent really good experience on them, so I updated my stance on them. And today, episode number 4, bus terminals. Plan is to do another 1 or 2 episodes for this. I'm also doing an on-the-ground volunteering version. These are 5 to 8 minute videos packed with actionable content that you can put into play right now. No theory. And then I'll be pivoting to a different on-the-ground series. I'm thinking about scam avoidance because there's a lot of scams, especially here in Colombia. If you're traveling through the developing world for any length of time, chances are you're going to be traveling by bus, and bus terminals are going to come into play, especially if you're doing any kind of long-haul travel. I took a microbus actually, for about 7 hours to get here to Popayan in Colombia. Now, bus terminals. A few things you want to be aware of before you even get to the terminal. Dress down and blend. This hat, I've sewn that up. This thing is just totally bleached by the sun. It's seen better days. It's a perfect thing to wear out in public. When I go to the terminal, I'm not wearing new anything. My luggage is all beat up. I've got pants that have holes in them and are all scuffed, and shirts that have stains on them. So I'm not trying to look like I'm homeless, but pretty close. I might be dressing down a little bit too far, but I'd rather do that and not be wearing any jewelry, not have anything of any value that anybody can see on my person. And that way I stay off the radar of people that I would like to stay off the radar of. 2, here's something I did for this trip. I spent a couple nights in a hotel in Popayan in the city, and on my first full day I went out for dinner and I went to the bus terminal without anything. So just me walking around. Didn't have my luggage because I wanted to find out which window do I need to go to, what are the bus companies, what time is the bus, how much does it cost. Is it a microbus? Is it a big bus? Microbus might be 10 or 12 passengers, and a big bus would be 50 or 60. If I can take a microbus for the same cost, it's faster, it's more convenient, fewer stops. I'm going that way. Just wanted to get all the information so that when I show up with all my stuff, I can actually know where I'm going, and I know all the information ahead of time. The second thing to be aware of is to, even though you don't know what you're doing, like, you're going to be overwhelmed in a bus terminal. There's so much stuff going on, taxis and buses coming and going, porters running stuff all over the place, people, passengers, also the employees, like legit employees, and people that are not legit employees that are looking to scam people. Again, not fear porn, just telling you, there are people in every bus terminal in the developing world that are looking for people that are easy to rob. That's it. They don't want to hurt you, they just want to steal your stuff so they can sell it and make some money. So when you show up at the terminal, act like you know what you're doing, even though you don't. It happens to me every time I show up at a new terminal. I don't know what booth I need to go to, who's selling the ticket, what's the schedule, how much does it cost, how long is it, nothing. But I pretend like I know what I'm doing, and again, I blend in. So those 2 things, hugely important. Another thing, always make sure that your stuff is in your line of sight, and ideally as close to you as possible. So when I'm walking around trying to find the right ticket window. When I find it, I put my stuff in front of me, against the wall, so I can talk to the person through the glass, and I can see my stuff below me, like in front of me, and below my line of sight. Nobody's going to be able to access it unless they push me out of the way, in which case that is definitely going to attract my attention. I'm going to know they're trying to do something. So those 3 things really can carry you a long way. Blend. No bling, don't be spending time on your phone. Dress down. No new anything. 2, if possible, show up to the terminal ahead of time to figure out all the information. Where's the ticket booth? How long is it? The trip? What's your mode of transportation? Do you have a choice? What's the schedule? How long does it take? How much does it cost? All that stuff. If you can do that step, that can save you a lot of time and trouble. Not always possible, but when you can do it, definitely do it. And 3, always, always, always keep your stuff where you can see it and it's accessible to you. That's going to make it a lot harder for anybody to separate you from it. Now, if you have any questions or comments about anything covered in this video or the series or any of the other stuff on the channel, I'm also running an on-the-ground volunteering series concurrent with this one. Probably do 5 or 6 episodes for each one and then pivot to another on-the-ground series, probably about scam avoidance, which is not just about buses or volunteering, it's about traveling through the developing world. If you would like to drop a comment, please do. If you have a question, also drop a comment. That's how I come up with the idea for a lot of these episodes. They're directly in answer to questions that have been posed based on other things I've covered on the channel. I'll leave other ways to contact me through LinkedIn and email and Instagram in the description. So this is Street Smart on the Ground Bus Safety Edition. Simple, field-tested, real-life lessons that can save you a lot of time, effort, and potential danger on the road, especially when you're traveling by bus in the developing world. If you got value from the episode, please drop a like, comment, and please share these episodes with everybody that you think might enjoy them or find them informative and definitely benefit by them if they're coming to the developing world and will be traveling by bus. A lot of minefields there that you can avoid very easily when you know what to look for. Thanks for stopping by. Happy trails. See you out on the road next Wednesday.